Hi everyone, Extra Flaming here and welcome back to a new YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, here we are to have a look at the BBL 13 fixture. Now in today's video, the BBL 13 fixture has been announced. In this video, I'm going to be running you through the whole fixture, a club by club rundown, and yeah, just the full fixture and a club by club rundown. So let's just go ahead and start. First game of the season is going to be on the 7th of December. Now keep in note, this is going to be a shorter season and it's going to be a 4-team final structure. But on the first game is the 7th of December. The first game is going to be Brisbane Heat versus Melbourne Stars at the Gabba. Huge game. Huge game. Friday night, it is going to be, I don't know if it's Friday night, but 8th of December, which I believe is actually a Friday night. It is going to be the Sydney Sixers and the Melbourne Renegades at the SCG. And then on the Saturday night, I believe it is going to be the Strikers and the Heat. The Strikers' first game at the Adelaide Oval and the Heat's second game of the season. Then the Renegades have their first home game of the year, taking the Scorchers down to GMHBA Stadium in Geelong. That will be a huge contest. Now, the 11th of December is going to host the Hurricanes and the Sixers. And then the 12th of December is going to be a trip to Manuka for the Thunder and the Heat in another primetime game. Now, all these games have been prime time so far. 13th of December is going to be the Stars and the Scorchers at the MCG. And then there's a break because of the test match. Now, I'm not sure which test match it is. It might be the Perth test match. I have a feeling there hasn't been a game in Perth yet. So I think it might be that Perth test match. So 13th of December is the Stars and the Scorchers. And then we have a break until the 19th of December when it's the Strikers and the Thunder at the Adelaide Oval. Then on the 20th of December, it is a early Perth game. It is still prime time for the rest of the country, though. It is the Scorchers and the Hurricanes at Optus. Then on the 21st of December, it is the Renegades and the Heat at Marvel. Now, that will probably be a big game. I reckon that'll be a huge game. Then it's going to be the Sixers and the Strikers at the SCG on probably a Saturday or Friday night. Then on to Christmas Eve, not the 24th or the 23rd. It is the Stars and the Thunder at Lavington Sports Ground. That always gets a gig each year. And then a Blunston Arena prime timer between the Hurricanes and the Renegades. Boxing Day with the Boxing Day test. It doesn't get bigger than 2 more BBL games to follow. It is going to be the Sixers and the Stars at the SCG in a huge prime time rivalry. And then the later game in Perth is the Scorchers and the Renegades. Then on to the 27th we go now as the Heat and the Thunder at the Gabba. And then to the 28th, it is the Hurricanes and the Stars at Blunston Arena in another primetime Channel 7 game. The 29th of December, we'll see the Renegades and the Strikers in what will probably be a huge clash at Marvel Stadium. And then the 30th of December, we'll see the Sydney Derby, Sydney Showdown, whatever they call it, go head-to-head with the Thunder and the Sixers at the Sydney Showground Stadium, or as I know it more, Giants Stadium. Now, the New Year's Eve game is going to be on Channel 7. It's going to be the free-to-air game. It is the Strikers and the Stars. Obviously, it's a huge game every year. And then we've got 2 games on the New Year's Day. The first one being the earlier one at Blunston between the Hobart Hurricanes and the Sydney Thunder. And then the New Year's Bash for the Brisbane Heat, as they call it, is back with a prime timer against the Sydney Sixers. It'll be the Heat and the Sixers at the Gabba. Then now we move to the 2nd of January. It is the Melbourne Derby between the Stars and the Renegades. And also a bit of trade news coming through that it has been a trade move. It's been Harper from the Renegades to the Stars and Zampa from the Stars to the Renegades. So pretty interesting stuff there. That'll be spicy. Then to the 3rd of January is another doubleheader with the Sixers and the Heat at Coffs Harbour, followed by the Scorchers and the Strikers in the West. And then we go to the 4th of January, which will see the Renegades and the Hurricanes at Marvel Stadium. Now, I reckon that'll be a big game. Then we've got the Strikers and the Scorchers at the Adelaide Oval on the 5th of January. And on the 6th of January, it'll be the Stars and the Sixers going head-to-head at the MCG. Bit disappointed that one couldn't be on primetime Channel 7 free TV, because that would have been a good watch for sure, and that will definitely be a good watch, that game. Very good rivalry there. Now, it's the 7th of January. It is going to be the Brisbane Heat and the Hobart Hurricanes at the Gabba. Then the 8th of January, we'll see the Thunder and Scorchers go head-to-head. The 9th of January, we'll see the Strikers and the Hurricanes go head-to-head at the Adelaide Oval, and we know what happened last year between the two sides. And then it will be the Heat and the Scorchers going head-to-head on the 10th of January at the Gabba. Then, January 11th, we'll see the Hurricanes and Strikers go head-to-head this time at Blunston Arena. Before then, the 12th of January, we'll see the second Sydney Derby between the Sixers and the Thunder, this time at the SCG. 13th of January, we'll see an early game, a very early game, at Optus Stadium between the Scorchers and the Heat. And then that night will be the Melbourne Derby between the Renegades and the Stars at Marvel Stadium. And then the 14th of January, shall see the the Thunder and the Strikers go head-to-head at Manuka. The 15th, we'll see the Stars and the Hurricanes at the MCG. The 16th, we'll see the Scorchers and the Sixers in what is a huge rivalry go head-to-head at Optus. And yeah, definitely prime time for most of the country. In that one, the 17th of January will be the final game of the year, and it will be the Thunder and the Renegades at Sydney Showground Stadium. So there we go. Then the 19th of January will be the qualifier, 20th will be the knockout, 22nd will be the challenger, and then the 24th will be the final. So that is how we go. There's some really good games in here. Most of these are free-to-air games on Channel 7. There's a couple which aren't, and a couple of definitely disappointing ones like the Stars and the Sixers, and a couple of derbies in there as well which aren't on free TV, which is definitely a bit disappointing, as you want to get as many people watching those big blockbuster games as possible. But look, we've got some really good games here. Most of these games are definitely on free-to-air, which is a huge boost for free-to-air people, for sure. But yes, there's the fixture. We'll do a little club-by-club rundown. Alright, so for the Adelaide Strikers, here's the rundown. The Heat, the Thunder at home, the Sixers, the Renegades away, the Stars at home, the Scorchers away, the Scorchers at home, the Hurricanes at home, the Hurricanes away, and the Thunder away. For the Brisbane Heat, it's the Stars at home, the Strikers away, the Thunder away, the Renegades away, the Thunder at home, the Sixers at home, the Sixers away, the Hurricanes at home, the Scorchers at home, and then the Scorchers away. For the Hobart Hurricanes, it's the Sixers at home, the Scorchers away, the Renegades and Stars at home, the Thunder at home, the Renegades away, the Heat away, and the Strikers away, then the Strikers at home, and then the Stars away. For the Renegades, it is the Sixers away, the Scorchers, Heat at home, the Scorchers and the Heat at home, the Hurricanes away, the Scorchers away, the Strikers at home, the Stars away, the Hurricanes at home, the Stars at home, and then the Thunder away. For the Stars is the Heat away, the Scorchers at home, the Thunder at home, the Sixers away, the Hurricanes away, the Strikers away, the Renegades at home, the Sixers at home, the Renegades away, and then the Hobart Hurricanes at home. For the Perth Scorchers, they've got the Renegades away, the Stars away, the Hurricanes at home, the Renegades at home, the Strikers at home, the Strikers away, the Thunder away, the Heat away, the Heat at home, the Sixers at home. Now on to the Sydney Sixers. They've got the Renegades at home, the Hurricanes away, the Strikers at home, the Stars at home, the Thunder away, the Heat away, the Heat at home, the Stars away, and then the Thunder at home, and then the Scorchers away. Alright, final team, the Sydney Thunder. They've got the Heat away, the Heat at home, the Strikers away, the Stars away, the Heat away, the Sixers at home, the Hurricanes away, the Scorchers at home, the Sixers away, the Strikers at home, and then the Renegades at home. Alright, and if that didn't do it for you, here is the full fixture. You guys can pause, you guys can read, you guys can take your time. It's got everything on here. It's got every game. It's got the date. It's got the broadcast details. It's got the finals down here as well. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video. We've got some absolutely blockbuster games. A couple of things which we have noted with the fixture, which we are going to do to finish off. Point one is that most of these games are in prime time, regardless of whether they're on Channel 7 or not. They are all in prime time, or most of them are. There's very few afternoon games, which means it's more prime time viewing. The second thing is that there are less games, but more Channel 7 games, with a couple of Friday night Channel 7 games as well, which is absolutely huge for everyone. Now, the third thing which we've noticed as well is that this is very similar to last year in terms of times as well, and in terms of this right here, the double header So then Perth still get prime time games as well, which is absolutely amazing. So the fixture looks absolutely amazing. And yes, BBL 13 bringing on tickets. Also, by the way, go on sale August 24th for anyone wondering. Alright, so there we go. Feel free to let me know what you think of the fixture down below in the comment section. Huge BBL 13 coming up. But anyway, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Sending you guys and never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye, everyone. Extra Flaming out.